Hey there, happy day. I am Marina Ormes here with your Astro Vibe for Monday, December 12th. Today, the moon is in Leo, and we are talking about how to shine your light in times of darkness. Not to say that we're in times of darkness. I think it is a matter of perspective, but I also think that many of us can feel at times like we're in a place of darkness, or at least dimness, shall we say. Some difficulty at times feeling a sense of hope or feeling confident about what's happening. So why is it important to shine your light when you feel that way? It's a reminder. And with the moon in Leo, Leo is a fire sign. It is the sign of self-expression. It is the sign of letting your heart shine. So Leo is ruled by the sun, and think of the role of the sun in our solar system. The sun is the center. It is the biggest, obviously, most brilliant, shiny, light-bearing being in our solar system. And so it is that part of us that needs to shine, that needs to radiate, to share and offer of our essence of who we are. And so that's part of how we feel alive and feel vibrant in the world, and what gives our life juice and gives us some of that feeling of hope and enthusiasm for being alive and being in the world and the things that we can do and accomplish here. And so we need to have that experience. It's really important that we have that experience of creativity, of sharing our gifts, of offering and sharing our truth and our authentic selves. And for many of us, that means being vulnerable and sharing some of the things that are true for us, even though we might not believe that they're accepted by society and or welcomed. So sharing some of your story, sharing some of your vulnerability, sharing some real and honest feelings from your truth, from your heart, from your own story and your own experience is a big part of how you shine your light. And so I would say that when things feel a little I don't want to use words like bleak, although that is what I'm kind of flirting with here, but it's more of that idea that sometimes we feel powerless or small, and sometimes we feel frightened about what the future might bring. And so in those moments, if you ever experience that, which hopefully you don't, but if you ever do, it's just a reminder that you have the ability to turn on that light switch of your inner being and say, here is me. Here's what I'm experiencing. Here's what I need. Here is what I would like to connect with you about. And so that ability to reach out and share and offer your truth, and reach out and listen to others, because that's another part of that Leo spirit of generosity, is like, I'm going to share my light and I want to hear about yours too. And so listening and receiving and sharing and exchanging that sense of truth, of illumination, of being able to shine and radiate and be our true selves. So Leo is the sign of self-expression. It helps us to tap into that feeling of creativity, that spirit of creativity. And if you can think of that as being almost like a flashlight that you just turn on, you push the button, and boom, the room that you're in that was dark is now lit up, or you can see things that you couldn't see before. And so how is that for you? Ask yourself, what is it that I do that helps me feel more enthusiastic, more energized, more lit up, more hopeful and positive about life? And sometimes we need to just kind of shake ourselves out of whatever we're experiencing or dwelling on, and go outside or change things up or take some space or just do things a little bit differently. And we've had a couple of days with the moon in Cancer focusing on self-care. That's a great place to start, right? When you've got your needs met and your batteries charged, then you have more energy to share and shine and offer through your own self-expression. Self-expression can be anything from, doing art, music, writing, so many different ways that you can express your creativity. It could be decorating your space. It could be working in your yard and garden and taking pride in what it is you're creating. What is it you're working on? That's a great place to start. Ask whatever it is you're doing today, whatever you're putting your energy into. Is it parenting? Is it, cleaning your house? Like, what is it? Because how can you take pride in that daily activity that you're doing? Or maybe it's a bigger project you're working on. How can you take pride in that? And what does pride look like? What does it feel like to you? How can you make it your own? How can you put your love into it? And that is what we're talking about. It's just simply sharing who you are as you do what you do. And that's the way that you can push that button on that flashlight to shine your light and light up the places that might feel a little bit dim at times. Even if you're not feeling dim, you've turned on your flashlight already, maybe. So that's great. And think about what that is, how you're doing that, how you can support yourself in doing more of that, and sharing from your heart the same way that the sun shares its light with us and illuminates the world. And you can bring that light to others. You can share it in your immediate environment. You can share it as you go out into public or to work or to your community, bigger ways that you can interact with others and share of who you are, sharing your feelings about things, your truth, and your experiences. And it's that sharing that is going to make you feel that sense of belonging and finding the people who care, right? Don't worry about the people who don't care. They're not worth your time. Find the people who do care and who do want to hear more about what you have to offer. So that's those are my thoughts for today with the moon in Leo. We've also got, of course, Venus went into Capricorn. Mercury is also in Capricorn. So we now have more of a tone going on here of more of a practical feeling, more with Venus in Capricorn, more of that feeling of how we connect with beauty, being more practical, more tangible, more organized, putting things into order, putting things into structures and making plans for how things are going to unfold that bring beauty into our lives, which is what Venus is all about. And Mercury being in Capricorn is about our communication, our problem solving, the way that we think about things. And so that is also more in this structured, organized, let's get things in order. Let's be a little bit more disciplined about how we address problems and what are the steps we need to take, what's the plan, and things like that. So that's Mercury and Venus in Capricorn. Another thing that I'm watching is Jupiter in the final degree of Pisces. It's moving through that final degree of Pisces to head into Aries. It's going to be heading into Aries by next Tuesday. So just a little over a week. And as Jupiter completes this final degree of Pisces once again, because it's gone retrograde and now it's going direct again back out of Pisces, we have some feeling of letting go, some completion that needs to happen around maybe some issues that are in your life, and some letting go, some surrender, some allowing, some letting go of control. And in that process, what you're doing is you're clearing the space for something new to emerge as Jupiter heads into Aries, and there's that sense of rebirth. So clearing, letting go, releasing, allowing what is to be, and not feeling like you need to control it. That's all part of the energies that are up as well. So yesterday I shared another story of what we're heading into in 2023, as I did a couple weeks ago. So look for, I now have a playlist on the astrology of 2023. Check that out if you're interested in what's coming, what we've got to look forward to as we head into 2023 with some outer planets shifting their energies and the background energies that are going to impact the collective and how things are going and how we experience them. So check that out. Yesterday was about Saturn and consequences, structure and plans, boundaries, limits. Saturn is the planet of all those things going into Pisces, which takes us into a place of bigger picture of interconnectedness and spirituality and transcendence. So very fascinating thing. I broke it all down for you yesterday. So go check that out if you missed it. And of course, Pluto is a fascinating story as well. I covered that 2 weeks ago, and it is in a playlist on my YouTube channel for 2023. So look for that. Thank you so much for being here and for subscribing, commenting, liking on my videos. I really appreciate the support. You can learn more about me at astrologyheals.com, and I will see you next time.